some crafts, watch a movie, go down to the gym, and just let them run off some energy. They go to the mat room and do more like tumbling and use the mats, depending on the weather.
Go outside?
Go to the park. A lot of times they'll do things like that. We're hoping that last year it was not good weather during spring break. Hopefully continues to warm up and the weather breaks and no rain and get them out. Yeah, they've got Legos, they've got games. I mean, there's a wide variety of interests that the kids can take part in and not just geared to athletics.
Kluber indicates a child does not have to attend all 5 days of spring break. Y Zone Extreme. Contact the Y at 217-935-8307 or visit them at 417 South Alexander Street in Clinton for more information. Get news anytime at DeWittDailyNews.com.
This is staff meteorologist Jennifer Vuchitsky with your Reach Hour radio forecast. Chance for scattered showers this afternoon. Otherwise, cloudy skies expected. Highs level off around 47. Northeast winds 10 to 15 miles per hour. Scattered rain showers likely. Tonight, lows dip down to about 37. Overcast. Cloudy skies expected. Tomorrow, scattered rain showers likely. High of 46. Hear weather twice an hour or online anytime at DeWittDailyNews.com. Currently, it's 39.
Spring has arrived here at Love It Once More Thrift Store in Clinton, and we're putting out spring clothes. So to celebrate, all women's shirts are 10% off. So come in and spruce up your wardrobe. This is Connie reminding you to check us out on Facebook or DeWittDailyNews.com.
This is Ryan Utterback. Do you know what Utterback Real Estate offers for free?
Free hugs?
No, free market analysis on your property so you know what it's worth.
I kind of like free hugs.
And that's why you're the other Ryan.
Get your free market analysis by clicking the Utterback Real Estate icon at DeWittDailyNews.com.
Around Illinois, communities are seeing the benefits of harvesting the wind. In a recent study released by Power Up Illinois, clean energy projects have paid over $300 million in property taxes statewide to date, over $53 million within McLean County alone, helping build new school facilities, improve roads, and keep the tax burden off local property owners. Apex Clean Energy is a leading developer of wind and solar, partnering with major companies like Cargill to bring investment to local farming communities. Let's harvest wind together.
Ace is the place of the helpful hardware, folks. Ace now offers free assembly and free delivery, so it's never been easier to get a great grill for your family, like a Weber gas grill, a Traeger wood pellet grill, or a Big Green Egg charcoal grill. Only at your neighborhood Ace. Around the block. What you need in stock. With people who know their grills.
This is Brad from Gibson Ace Hardware in Clinton, Illinois. Stop in to see us, the helpful place at 114 North Madison Street, Clinton.
See participating store for details.
I'm Len Casper, the voice of the White Sox radio network. The Sox are right here on 92.3 FM in DeWitt County, WHOW. Sponsored by Warner Hospital and Health Services, Liberty Village. Love It Once More Thrift Store, Keith Wade, your country financial representative, all in Clinton, and Surf Pro of Piatt DeWitt counties, the leader in cleaning, restoration, and construction.
How much fun is your job?
When was the last time you jumped out of bed before the alarm and got to work early?
Did the folks around your office laugh enough?
When you get a win, does everyone on the team celebrate your success?
Does solving creative problems give you a thrill?
We know that thrill.
And if you want more of it, we want to hear from you.
We work with local business to increase revenue and grow the bottom line.
We do it by creating smart, creative advertising on air, online, and on smartphones.
Every day, the Miller Media Group team comes to work and does a job that makes things better for our listener, our client, and our community.
We also believe in the importance of a balance of work and life.
We believe it's necessary for a thriving workplace.
If you're the creative problem solver, we're looking for you. You could earn with commissions as much as $50,000 a year.
Plus, we offer generous time off.
Sound good?
Sound like leaping out of bed for?
Get started by sending an email to sales@randyradio.com.
That's sales@randyradio.com.
The Miller Media Group is an equal opportunity employer.
You're from Central Illinois, WHOW.
Top of the
the morning. Thanks for being with us. I'm your host today, Seth Lawrence. The WHOW Morning Show streams to Facebook and YouTube, brought to you by Peterson Insurance, your Pekin Insurance agent in Clinton. My guest in this segment of the morning show, Connie Unruh, First National Bank in Clinton. Our guest. Good morning, Connie.
Good morning.
Thanks for coming out and talking with us today. And I know you and I, about every time we're catching up now, you are highlighting the in-school banking program, not just, though, at CES, Clinton Elementary School. Where else is it right now?
It's also at the DeLand Weldon schools, too.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Now, how did you make it happen there? Talk about how that program came together for them.
Well, for both programs, actually, because we're a nationally chartered bank, we can have an in-school bank program, but we have to supply some sort of financial literacy curriculum along with the bank. That's the requirement.
Okay.
So over the past 4 years, we've been offering junior achievement and other financial literacy month lessons, economics everywhere at their school and over at Clinton Elementary, all the Clinton schools here.
Sure.
So that's how we got started.
Yeah. Now, didn't you, when you started it up in Clinton, do I remember right? You had to have like some sort of nonprofit arm or backing to that.
Yeah. And that theirs was a little different. It was just the account being open, and it was a little messy. So we had the CCEF is our account owner.
Okay.
And at DeLand Weldon schools, they were able to do it through the school district because the school district is a nonprofit. So they did theirs a little differently.
I see.
So,
Gotcha.
Yeah.
All right.
But at DeLand Weldon, we did something a little different. The high school special ed teacher, she is a big proponent of life skills for all students, not just her students. And I had been helping in her classroom, teaching the students just basic financial literacy principles, and talked about the bank. And so she's sponsoring our bank at the school. She's our bank champion.
Okay.
And she is our biggest volunteer, Ashley Hieronymus. She got her students to become tellers. So we have 3 of her students. They're junior high and high school.
Oh, wow.
They are tellers, and it's been a wonderful experience just to see them, at first being nervous about talking to customers and doing the math with the students, and just to see them grow, and their customer service skills are just through the roof now.
Yeah. Awesome. Now, with that school district, is it a district-wide program? Like, I know yours is building specific in Clinton. How about DeLand Weldon?
Well, since DeLand Weldon is the whole district is in 2 buildings basically, but the junior high and the elementary school is where we're focusing right now.
Okay.
And then eventually, as students age out into the high school, they still can come to the bank, but we wanted to just focus on the kindergarten through 8th first.
Sure.
And then allow high schoolers, as they still have their account, to stay in the bank.
Okay.
And we do have 2 high schoolers right now as tellers and 1 junior high student.
Sure. Very good. So when it comes to the lessons, between the 2 schools, I venture a guess they're probably the same, like curriculum looks really similar, all of that stuff.
Yes, it's very similar.
Sure. So how is it going in DeLand Weldon, like with this program? What are you seeing over there?
It's going well. It's because the school is so small, of course we have less depositors. But we're seeing quite a few regulars that come every bank day. Theirs is every other week, which is also a challenge because when it's every week, like it is at CES, then kids just remember.
Right.
So we always hear comments like, I forgot my money, and they have to wait 2 weeks. But it's so exciting to have a kid come in and be excited. I've never saved this much money before. Talk about goals. The exciting thing is I'm guessing from the conversations I've had with the kids at DeLand Weldon that some of them, they earn the money and bring it in.
Okay.
So do chores at home, bring it in.
Yeah.
Of course, there's always those that I found this in the car.
Right. Or my mom or dad gave this to me.
Or my mom or dad gave it to me.
Sure.
Yeah. And I'll both schools, we have, that.
Yeah, right.
But and kids can bring in a penny. I don't care. We have several kids who have 1-2 cents in their account. It's just the idea of coming to a bank, learning how to fill out a deposit slip.
Sure.
And all that.
Absolutely. So now, how about CES? How is that program going?
It's going great. We were just talking before we started here that the average weekly deposit is over $700.
Wow, that's amazing.
That's a lot of money.
Yeah.
And
how many kids are enrolled in this?
That's a good question. There's at least 75.
Okay.
So I
Yeah,
know that.
yeah.
But we're averaging between 40 and 50 deposits each week.
Mhm.
So, but we have a team of 12 students. They're fifth graders that were chosen based on, and it's not just math. We want kids who maybe need to develop their communication skills, but they're
Right.
good kids. They're
Mhm.
they just may be quiet.
Sure.
We've seen them really come out of their shells.
Mhm.
We have 12 students, so 6 on each week.
Okay.
So every other week we have a maroon team and a gold
Mhm.
team.
Sure.
And then we have 6 adult volunteers too at every station.
Okay.
Eventually we probably won't need that many once the kids get used to it,
Mhm.
but it's been really helpful.
Yeah. Now, what are some of the success stories? What are some of the good things you're hearing from the kids about, starting this account and putting money in it? How about that?
Oh, it's so exciting to hear kids say, I reached my goal, my savings goal. We had one girl, she reached her $100 savings goal, and we were sort of wondering if she was going to take her money out, because you can if you want to.
Yeah.
And she said, no, I'm going to keep going. I'm going to save $400.
Wow.
So I believe she wants to get either a PlayStation or what is that? PS5, Xbox. I think that's what it is.
Sure.
Yeah.
Yeah. Gotcha.
Yeah. So I don't know what those can be. But,
Yeah.
But those are the fun things to hear the kids excited. Like I never thought I could save this much money.
Yeah. What are you
like
hearing
that.
about how they're earning it? How about those things?
Well, sometimes it's just mom or dad giving it to
Right.
them. And we do have those conversations. I don't want to embarrass any kid if mom and dad just gave it to them. That's fine.
Mhm.
But we encourage them to do some work around the house.
Mhm.
Maybe even ask a neighbor or something. Can I pick up sticks in your yard? I'm
Mhm.
trying to earn money or something like that, because we want to encourage working for a living.
Right. Right.
And that working, there's a reward for working.
Yes.
So I'm seeing a lot of kids though who will come to me later and say, yeah, this time I earned my money,
Mhm,
and with a
mhm.
big smile on their face.
What are you hearing about? Well, like, what are kids doing? What are some of the success stories of those testimonies?
Oh, that's a good question. Well, when we had that brief snow a little while ago, they were shoveling.
Mhm.
We've had a few take care of their pets at home.
Okay.
And one girl was picking up sticks in her neighbor's yard, which seems to be a great way to earn money, because it's pretty windy here. So
yeah. Oh my gosh, we got sticks everywhere in our
Yeah.
yard. So yes,
Yeah,
definitely.
and it's super dangerous. I just mowed my lawn with the sticks in the fall because I was sick of picking them up.
Yeah.
And they were just flying everywhere.
Mhm. Yeah. Oh yeah, for sure. So yeah, kids are getting out and earning that money then. That's great to hear.
It's exciting because we really want them to connect the fact that when you work, you're paid,
Mhm.
and then that money that you get paid, you can earn, save, or spend, and
Yes.
then we spend on needs first, wants, if we have money left over.
Sure. Again, our guest is Connie Unruh. She is with First National Bank here in Clinton. Our guest in studio for today. What have been some of the lessons of this curriculum lately, with whether it's CES, DeLand Weldon? I know you're all over the place in Central Illinois. What have been some of your lessons lately, Connie?
Well, of course, we always talk about that you need to work to earn money,
Mhm.
and then we use that money. Parents usually put most of it in their checking account
Mhm.
and use that to buy things they need.
Mhm.
But parents also put a little extra usually in a savings account for an emergency fund. And we've been talking about rainy day funds lately, that
Sure.
there's always unexpected expenses. And that's why we save a little bit of every paycheck so we can cover those expenses.
Right.
So, and sadly, but also good, almost every teacher I've been in their classroom, they have a story to
Mhm.
tell. And it's good for kids to hear those real life stories. Like, my dog was sick and
Mhm.
it cost $400 to take him to the vet.
Mhm.
That's an emergency or a rainy day fund expense.
Yep, for sure. And that person's relatable to them.
Mhm.
They see them every day. They can understand that. So very good. Well, Connie, anything else about the banking program, the curriculum, whether it's in Clinton or elsewhere? How about those things?
Well, April is approaching. Spring
Mhm.
breaks next week, and then April is coming in, and we're going to be doing Financial Literacy Month, and we'll
Mhm.
have special lessons in most of the classrooms in the area, and we do the piggy bank pageant at the bank that will
Okay.
be coming up.
What's the
and-
piggy bank pageant?
Oh, that is so much fun. That's third graders. They are given a cardboard piggy bank,
Uh-huh.
and they decorate them.
Uh-huh.
And then we have finalists in each of the classrooms, and those are brought to our bank.
Sure.
And people can come in and vote
Okay.
on their favorite piggy bank.
Yeah.
You can come in once a day, and we have little gold coins. You put them in, and then we have a first, second, and third place winner.
Sure.
And they get prizes.
Do the kids get to come in and vote for their own?
They can if they want to, but you'd be surprised. Every year we have a kid that will come every year. A kid that comes in every day. And so far, those kids usually vote for someone else's. Not
No kidding.
Theirs.
Really?
Yes.
Well, that's nice.
Yeah. Grandma
Interesting.
will vote for theirs, but then
yeah. Right. Yeah. Well, I can tell you, I think my third grader is probably going to be looking forward to that. Anything decorating, whatever, she is all about it. So
yeah, there's some really, really creative kids.
Yeah.
And I mean,
now when you talk about decorating, like what are some things they've done to them in the past?
Oh my gosh, like one turned theirs into a gumball machine. It was
really
crazy. And one did this giant like Viking ship one year.
No kidding.
Yeah. And one made theirs into like a fairy garden. They had it in a pot, like a garden pot, and had moss over it, and then you put the coin, and it goes down a little thing into the bank in the ground.
Holy cow.
I mean, like things I would never think of. I'm assuming
crazy.
they might have seen some of these on Pinterest, but and I will tell you, these kids are crafty. I used to think, oh, their parents are doing all this, but even the first graders, they can color better than me.
Yeah. So my wife and I, not artistic people at all. And my kids just, they go gangbusters with the arts and crafts. It's crazy. So like they did, this is totally out of left field, but they did like origami, some sort of origami in class yesterday or a couple days ago. My wife goes to the Y in the morning and works out, and she comes home, and she went upstairs to change out of her clothes. And my youngest has the light on in her room. She opens the door. She's making origami at like 5:30 in the morning. So yeah, my kid, they just love that stuff. So
That's
anyways,
awesome.
Connie, I look at the clock. You're going to be doing financial literacy month with the kids. I know we'll talk kind of more of that, maybe adult side and programming there as well. But anything with the kids, remind us where you're at, by the way, in what schools you're in Central Illinois.
I'm in a lot of schools, but mainly Clinton schools, DeLand Weldon, Blue Ridge. We are now in Maroa Forsyth schools.
Sure.
And we also go up to Cornerstone Christian.
Yes. In Bloomington.
In Bloomington. Yeah, I always think it's Downs, but it's Bloomington.
Okay. Yeah.
Yes.
So you were about to say something, and I cut you off. I'm sorry.
Really quickly, I just wanted to mention that the kids at the Vault, our club called BizTown, they're going to be having a Mother's Day flower sale May 13th.
Okay.
Please mark your calendars. We have pots for the kids to paint, and we also have some beautiful ones the kids painted themselves.
Yeah.
And this year we have birdhouses that are going to be custom decorated.
Hey, very nice.
We had a fellow from Wapella donate them. So
nice.
Yeah.
So where do folks learn more about that sale?
Well, it will eventually be on all of the Facebook stuff for the Vault and their website. Right now, they're really focusing on the Wizards game. So after that, you'll see it hot and heavy.
All right. Very good. So put that on the radar. Very good. Well, Connie, where do folks go to learn about your services, the things you're doing in the schools? How about some of those things?
They can go to the First National Bank website. And or they can give me a call at 217-935-7464.
That is Connie Unruh, First National Bank in Clinton, our guest in studio. More to come with her on the WHOW Morning Show.
WHOW. Let's check the markets now on the RFD Radio Network. We're all in the green with corn, beans, and wheat. May corn up 11 3/4, 643 1/2. July corn 622 1/2, up 11 3/4. September corn up 7 1/2, 567 1/2. May beans up 7 3/4, 1427 1/4. July beans up 8 3/4, 1407 1/4. August beans 1363 1/4, up 9 3/4. May Chicago wheat 699, up 37. July wheat 709 3/4, up 35 3/4. May bean meal 440.20, up $1.90. May bean oil 53.83, up $1.66. Livestock trade, March feeders 188.80, down 22 cents. April live cattle 161.97, down 17 cents. April lean hogs 76.85, up $1.10. Energy market, make crude oil down $1.47, $68.49. Jim Taylor, RFD Radio Network.
MR Systems Wireless is your local internet provider for Clinton and surrounding area. They have the products you want and the local service you deserve. MR Systems Wireless Internet Service for home or business includes unlimited data, unlimited streaming, and unlimited calling. Plans start at just $48 a month. And get a free Roku 4 lease with our media packages. Get the speed you need with MR Systems Wireless. Call them at 935-2100. That's 935-2100 for MR Systems Wireless.
Allergy season is here, and our Warner Hospital and Health Services walk-in clinic inside our family medicine is here to help. No appointment, no problem. Find out more by clicking our icon at DeWittDailyNews.com.
ServPro of Piatt DeWitt counties is the leader in cleaning, restoration, and construction for fire and water restoration. Find out all the services they provide by clicking their icon at DeWittDailyNews.com.
Your friend in Central Illinois, WHOW.
Once again, a good morning. Thanks for being with us. I'm your host today, Seth Lawrence. The WHOW Morning Show streams to Facebook and YouTube. It's brought to you by Peterson Insurance, your Pekin Insurance agent in Clinton. Connie Unruh, First National Bank in Clinton, our guest in studio this morning. April is Financial Literacy Month, Connie. You were telling me about this in our first segment. You're going to be working with the kids in your schools a lot on this. How about adult programming? And I know you do a lot of one-on-one counseling and things of that nature. Speak to some of those things and highlight what you can do with folks.
Yeah, this year I'm not doing too much in-person programming, but I am promoting some other webinars. So I'll be sharing those, and I hope to have links on our website too. But Money Smart Week, which is part of the Chicago Fed, that if you look up Money Smart Week, they have a few seminars on like basic budgeting, debt management, things like that. America Saves does too. But really, the thing that I'm seeing, I'm overwhelmed with the number of adult financial coaching sessions I'm doing right now. And it's a lot of credit card debt is what I'm seeing.
Okay.
And it's, around $30,000 is the average credit card debt that I'm seeing.
Oh, wow.
Yes,
Holy
that's
smokes.
credit card debt. And the thing that's hard to really swallow is that most of the time it's not someone who lost a job, or if they did lose a job, it was usually of their own doing. But it's more, and it's not like they're buying groceries. It's more like, I bought a car when I shouldn't have, and now I have to make my car payments and I can't pay for other things. Or I bought furniture or whatever. We went on this trip because life is short and now I can't pay for it. That's what I'm seeing.
Yeah. Wow.
And so, life, we want to have fun in life, but we also have to figure out how we're going to pay for it.
So what is somebody comes to you with, I think I saw somewhere like the average credit card debt's like 10, 15,000, something like that. So let's say someone's got average credit card debt. They come to you and, things aren't adding up, but they want to get out from under that burden and, free themselves financially, if you will. So what's your first advice? What do you tell folks?
Well, first of all, I congratulate them for getting to that point that they realize, I don't want to live this way. This is too stressful. You just have to have that realization that this is not working.
Right.
Otherwise, you're not going to get out of debt. So once we get to that point, we take a snapshot of where they're at. We look at all the debt that they owe, and then we figure out how much money's coming in, like a big picture. How much is coming in every month? Because most people really don't know. But then the hardest part is figuring out how much is going out.
Right.
And so I'll have them do their best guess of how much they're spending on everything. They usually know their minimum monthly debt payments and basically their cell phone bills, everything. But then I ask them to track it.
Okay.
So that first month they start tracking, their eyes are wide open to where their money's going. So, typically I will have someone come in and they'll say, oh, I don't get coffee that often, maybe $25 a month. And then they'll be like, I spent $200 on coffee. And that's normal. That I see that all the time. It's typical to have people spend over $1,000 on eating out, and they'll say, but we only eat at fast food places. Well, they're not that cheap.
Not anymore.
No.
Yeah.
So we'll do a lot of that. And then once we figure out where the spending leaks are and places that they can make changes, I'll help them work on making changes and, maybe shopping at Aldi, making a menu for the week,
Mhm.
things like that.
Yeah.
Because their life is chaos because their finances.
Mhm.
And if we can get them less chaotic
Mhm.
in that area, the rest of their life sort of follows.
Yeah, and I've just found, Connie, that if you can meal plan and stick to that on a, know what your week is looking like, meal plan for that week, whether you're going to be like for us telling you off the air. I had baseball, softball games Monday, Wednesday this week, or Monday, Thursday this week. So, we threw some stuff in the crock pot on Wednesday because no one was home to prepare food. Get home, it's ready to go. Tuesday, Wednesday, I can prepare food. Thursday, maybe we do some leftovers and we head to the weekend. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So, yeah, but if you can meal plan, I mean, that just takes away so much stress of, well, shoot, I don't know what to eat. What's in the fridge? It just removes so much chaos from your, clutter from your mind, if you will. So,
Yeah, and I started doing this thing where I might make something in a crock pot, like let's say make chili or something like that, or a soup or something. And then I put it in little containers and freeze it in the freezer. So then I can just bring that for lunch.
Ah, there you go.
And
Nice.
I always have emergency meals.
Yeah,
in case,
exactly.
you know.
Exactly. Yeah.
But, and we talk about breakfast for dinner is always a fun one for the kids.
Yes.
I always have bacon and eggs on hand.
My
all
kids
times.
love that stuff. Yes.
Yeah.
Breakfast for supper.
But you
That's
can
awesome.
save a lot of money and it's healthier to eat at home.
Yeah, and there's with the rise of things like Instagram, you're talking about Pinterest, rise of TikTok, like there's things on those platforms that are so easy that you can do, and it's not cheap or it's not expensive to make. You know what I mean? So, Connie, I don't mean to do this to you. Folks interested in your financial coaching, how do they get a hold of you to maybe set up a time, find out when you're available? How about those things?
They can reach out to me. It's 217-935-7464. That's my bank office number, so don't text me. Or they can email me at connie.unruh@firstnbtc.com.
Connie, it's always good to talk to you. Thank you for making time with us. Connie Unruh, First National Bank in Clinton, our guest in studio. The morning show streams to Facebook and YouTube. Brought to you by Peterson Insurance, your Pekin insurance agent in Clinton. Network news on the way.
WHOW.